Kehillat Shari Torah's daily review of Maimonides' 613 mitzvahs, the Sefer HaMitzvot, for Monday, December 13th. The Torah tells us that we are forbidden to cheat in measurements and in weights. There's a verse in the Parshas Kedoshim which is teaching us how to be a holy people. The verse reads, Lo ta'asu avel b'mishpat, b'mida, b'mishkal, u'b'mesura. You should not commit a perversion in justice, neither in measures of length or weight or volume. This prohibition, explains Rambam, explains Maimonides, means we're forbidden to cheat in measuring land or in using false measures and weights. The reference is the verse that we just discussed. As an interesting note at the towards the end of this mitzvah here, where he speaks about the notion that a person who denies this commandment pertaining to measures, to weights, to the forbidden nature of cheating in business and in weighing things and so on, is as if one denies the very Exodus, because when a person is able to commit unrighteousness to another person, it suggests that the Lord has God has abandoned the earth, that God doesn't pay attention to what goes on here. As long as I can get away with it, if the customer doesn't notice, anything goes. So to show our faith in this and in the eternal righteousness of Torah, so we are forbidden to use any kind of deceptive practices in measures in business. Now, keep that in mind as we look at the next mitzvah, negative commandment 272. We're forbidden to keep false weights and measures. We're not even allowed to have diverse weights in our collection, in the garage, in our desk drawer. An old weight that used to say 1 kilogram and now weighs a couple of grams less, anything like that. We're not even allowed to have them, which shows not that necessarily we're worried that someone will come to use them by accident, be tempted by that, but the very notion of having an unjust weight, having a cup that doesn't measure a cup, having an ounce that doesn't measure an ounce, and so on, even having improper, inaccurate weights and measures in our possession in itself is abominable and abhorrent. We should distance ourselves with all our powers from that. Just want to remind everybody that tomorrow is the Asara B'Teves, the 10th day of Teves, shortest fast day in the calendar. The fast is over about 5:30 or so. The Israeli chief rabbinate at some point, I think in the late 1940s, designated this day as the Kaddish Klali, the general day of Kaddish for all people who were victims of the Shoah, martyrs of the Shoah, of the Holocaust, and for whose Yortzeit date their Yortzeit date remains unknown. So if you have someone in your family that you would like to say Kaddish for, please join us at the Minyan tomorrow morning. We'll be very glad to see you. Everybody should have an easy and meaningful fast, and please join us again.